Hey, what's up guys? It's aarav in another video. I go as a slurpee maker, and this video is particularly about the competition. Well, now the competition has been so upright and so tumultuous that you won't even be able to choose which side you want to be a part of. Because you're either going to be a part of the Republican side or the Democratic side in the USA. But there is also this global geopolitical situation that we want the world to be decentralized from the US, and we want the Asian nations to be number one. So that way we can realize that the future that we hold on ourselves, the future that we have, is basically a gray future where we can build it as opposed to listening to who's number one. Right now, number one is basically the USA or the Europeans, and we have to listen to everything they say. We have to follow the procedures, we have to follow the policies, we have to follow the sanctions, and if we don't, then we can get destroyed and our economy will be eradicated. So if we do have an Asian nation that is number one, like India, for example, which is climbing, then this would be great for us because then we could set the rules and we could change the course of time into a benevolent manner where we'll be able to lay down the rules. Because honestly, at the end of the day, when it comes down to the first bit of information, let's say we play a telephone game, when you pass it on to the next person telephones it to the next person, we're going to say, hey, this is great. They're going to say, this is great, this is great. And someone's going to round up saying this sounds bad. Then once someone finds out it's bad, it usually is when the white people, the rich majority of white people, push off the idea of something bad. Some minority takes the idea of something bad, and then some majority white person figures out what the idea is, and they say, hey, it's a great idea. So then they take that idea and they build upon it, and it's because they pushed out the first idea by being number one in the economy or in the world, in the sanctions, in the geopolitical situation as the USA, and then they were able to collect it. So if this was done by some Asian country, then the Asian country would be able to collect it, and I would feel so much better because we would be able to bring peace to the world. I think it's very important that we all understand that you maybe just aren't fit for this number one position. If you do like this video, hit the like and subscribe. What are my backings? Basically, if you think about the centuries of passed down generation and information of colonization and conquest that they have done with Chinese gunpowder, they have literally spent time beating and threatening and killing people who oppose the idea that they're going to be this number one situation. Well, it's obvious to us because we're Indian and we know that the ancient stuff, including the pyramids, were built by the Indians because for some reason the Indians were building the pyramids and then they moved down to India where they found spices. That's the great scientific theory that I, the scientist, have discovered. And anyway, so if you think about what these people are actually doing, they're beating these colonized people up, they're killing them, they're saying this. So when someone raises their voice and they say, hey, you're doing this and we don't like that. We have a history back here and we're like, hey, we've been here for hundreds of years. We're not gonna let that happen. That colonizer is gonna come out and he's gonna go whoop, smack, whoop, hit, whoop, beat, and he's gonna disregard the king's untouchable behavior for the smack that the untouchable was, that he did get smacked before he did receive such an untouchable name as a caste. So, and then this caste was so strong that everyone was deemed untouchable. Anyway, nonetheless, these people have come to this conclusion that they are the reasons why they push out the first idea, when in reality, we are the ones who pushed out the first idea because we're a minority to try to make money, and then we have to get backing by banks and things like that who have money. So we go out and we say, hey, this is an idea that I have. I want to really work on it. I don't really have the money or capital to build upon it. And then once that idea gets distributed through the community members who have a better position for the banks get the money faster and easier, and they're able to build upon it much quicker because we all share the English language as a communication device. Anyway, if you do like this video, hit that like and subscribe. Basically, you're not going to get backing from the bank unless the bank also thinks it's a good idea. And the only way for them to think of it's a good idea if there's some paperwork behind it saying that you are in successful sales, or the investors simply believe that it's going to be a good idea and the market's going to buy it. So for the market to buy, you need to expose the idea a little bit and share it out before you go on ahead and fully invest in it.